Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I'm just enjoying my Doritos. Right. That's enough of that. Oh man, dirty fingers. I'm going to have to wash my hands in a sec. What a pig. Pig confirmed, he was right. Okay. We all know what day it is. It's Monday. Another week. And it's a really good week. It's one of the best ones. Probably the best. Hello everyone. Welcome along to another week of daily races. Okay, first up, Group 4, Fuji. Then we have Race B, Group 3 at Interlagos. 5 laps on this one. I think when they did it before it was 4 laps, if I remember correctly. And then finally, Group 2 at Suzuka. And I've actually set a fairly decent time on each of them. I'm pretty pleased with this time, to be honest. Bellin's just gone and beaten me. Bloody hell. I was top of my friends list, but not anymore. And I was about 2 tenths off of top 10 in the world. Not too bad. I'm pretty pleased with that. It was a good lap. So as long as I don't get stream sniped by Calsto, who hasn't actually set a time, I might be on pole position. Of course, unless Bellin joins as well. But that was a good time. So we've got 3 good races on offer. So just an update about the update tomorrow. We're having Catalonia added and 9 cars. It looks like a load of Super GT cars are going to be added, so like the old Lexus, and we're about to test that. I'm planning on streaming tomorrow. We're about to race them in the Group 2 race here, of course. So we'll see if they match up to the other cars. What else was I going to say? And then the penalties are changing as well. So you have to serve your penalties within a certain area of the circuit. You can't just carry them to the end. You have to do it at a certain time. This was tested, I think, at some of the regional events. So if you want to see what that looks like, then have a look at the Gran Turismo YouTube channel. Maybe look on there, but let's just I'm going to do this race first, 5 minutes. Let's just enter. I'm going to go for the Mustang. This car, I think, is my personal favourite around here. We've got the Ford GT, which is very good as well. Bellin set a good time in the R8. He was very quick at Nürburgring in that car as well. I think the Subaru is fast. The Porsche, haven't really seen it used that much, even though it is normally the best car, but I'm going to go with the Mustang just for this first one to minimise bottling. So we're going to jump into qualifying. I probably won't be able to match that time that I did. It was a really good time. But while we're waiting, I can finish off my Doritos. Right, before I touch my controller, I'm going to wash my hands. I'm not touching it with this absolute filth. Okay, let's hope that the power of Doritos can thrust me to victory. water. Sorry for the wait. Right, let's go. We've got time for 2 laps. Yeah, 2 laps. Tell me if this is too loud, by the way. If the game's too loud, it might be. This car's really good in a line. It's a bit, I think it's through turn 11, it's a bit sketchy, but mostly okay. Kind of abuse the Senna S, like Senna is turning in his grave when you do it, but if you want to get the lap times, then you've got to do it. Oh, we got the weird requests coming in already. Crash and fart for £200 plus two invites to the Bunga Bunga party. Now you've got me interested. Ooh, I might just take you up on the offer. Many thanks, man. Oh, be cool. Cheers, man, for the 5. Glad to see the Mustang getting some love. Yeah, the Mustang's a great car around here. I really like using it, and it'll probably be a popular choice, you'll see in this race, I think. Carl Martin, thank you for the donation. Yeah, I mean, a wheel is better, typically. I don't know, I just like to have the old school experience when it comes to this game. I love the controller, chase cam. It's what I've always used since a kid on the old Gran Turismo games. It's just what I'm stuck with, really. I don't know. I just really like it. And I agree though that, I mean, if you want to be the fastest on this game, you do need to be playing on a wheel. But I don't know. I'm a console chase cam third person controller peasant, basically. So I've done a 32.8 first lap. That's okay. Let's see if we can get at least a mid or a low 32. Is this fantasy? Yeah, it seems like it is. This is peak. Oh god, this is peak Gran Turismo. Die. Oh! Hello. Can you go down that road that Kimi Raikkonen went down? Wait, where is it? It was here, wasn't it? Oh no, you can't go down there. That's a shame. Cheers, Mr. Starkovic. But yeah, 3 good races. Mainly because Daily Race A isn't freaking Mini Cooper around Suzuka. How many Shadow Realm entries today? Well, maybe I should have a counter on the screen. No, we'll add it up as we go along. I'm imagining at some point on the Group 2 race I'm going to be making mistakes. Group 3 is on the controller is okay, but I think once you get to Group 2 it gets a little too, I don't know, twitchy. It can be twitchy in Group 3, of course, but I think Group 2 gets really noticeably twitchy. So it's quite easy to sometimes just overcorrect the car and spin off. Once with a £50. Oh man. Hey, big thanks for the videos and streams. Can't see all of them live since I live in Singapore, but appreciate your humour. Let's hope it's not sick again. Man, wow. Thanks so much. That's crazy. Fan from Singapore. Good to hear. Must be really ridiculous hour for you right now. Like what, 4 AM or something? Or like 5 AM? No. Yeah, something about that. But wow, thanks so much. That's crazy. I don't even know what to say about that. That's a big, very generous donation. You seriously brought some nostalgic feelings with your streams and videos. Because of you, I've started thinking about playing Gran Turismo again. Thanks for the amazing content. Keep it up. Oh, many thanks, man. It's always good to hear, you know, when I get that comment quite a bit. Because people saying, I think a lot of people may be in the same boat. Because I used to play Gran Turismo 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I didn't play 5 and 6. And I think a lot of people are sort of in that same boat where they're like looking at sport and think, oh, actually, no, I'm going to get back into it. And maybe my video was the trigger. But, you know, it was always good to hear that. What time did I set? I set my Fuji time with the Huracan, which seemed to be a very good car. It was very stable, actually. Although most of Group 4 cars are stable. For the Fuji race, 3 cars stand out to me. The Veyron, the Huracan, and the Audi TT. Those 3, I think, will be the best cars. Okay, there's some big names. I mean, Bellin's very quick. McLaren 6, you know, he's all over the FIA races. He's very good. He's a top driver. He's in the Volkswagen, interestingly. If we can stick in his slipstream, could get past him. There he is. I'm not sure how good that is in a straight line. And this Edu Joy guy, you might have seen him in the Horde of 911s video I made on Sunday. Around Nürburgring, where I was using the Audi R8 to try and beat the 911s. And he was on pole a couple of times. He had a very good time there. I think I'm punching above my weight with this qualifying time, to be honest. But here we go. I'll try and really concentrate here, because it's going to be tough. I need to stick in the slipstream, of course. That wasn't an ideal first couple of corners. Still in the slipstream though. Oh, he just clipped me. Just seen that. I'll have to read that one out after, my friend. Thank you very much, though. Ben with the tenner. Bang! Many thanks, man. That message was a bit short. I could read that one. Sometimes if I'm on a straight, it's okay. Look at the leader, he's gone. McLaren 6. Bellin made a big mistake there on the final turn. The leader's just flying. Oh, he's gone defensive, he knows. Gonna Put myself on the outside there. I will take the inside though, thank you. Sort of baited him into a move that wasn't going to happen. Oh, it's so sketchy at times, this car. Oh, there he is. .6 seconds to the leader. We're relying on a mistake, I think, from him. Just try and break that toe as much as possible, taking that weird line out of that turn. Finley with the 3, thank you very much. I'll read the message out after the race. Drop back even further. He's out slipstream range, 1.2 behind now. He's done a 1:30, 1.9. That's a really good race pace. The leader. That's too deep. Well, he's got a penalty, the leader. Probably won't be enough for me though. Big pack there. That's just shows you how important qualifying is. You know, if I was a couple of attempts off, I'd be back there. I'd be in that group. Oh, lap 4. Way too little early. I'm making mistakes, but I think Bellin's making mistakes. In fact, yes, he's dropping right off now. 2.5 behind. Oh man, it's all kicking off back there, Jesus. Might be worth watching the replay on this one. Bellin is on the back foot. To get all over that curb there. Okay, it's a bit better. It's going to be a mid-32. Just don't bottle it, and I've got a second. No way I could have been first. He just bolted. He didn't make any mistakes. Okay, yeah, so now just... I think I'm guilty in the past of trying to go for like fastest lap when I really don't need to. I'm not going to get it anyway, and then making a mistake and then losing the position. But there's no point in this on this occasion. I've got nothing to gain. I suppose I could gain a penalty, but That's not exactly what you want. Look at that group. Well, they are like, there's what? From third to about, there's only 2 people, or maybe 3 people who aren't on that train. So from third to 12th is in that group. I should be streaming tomorrow, I'm planning to anyway. So yes, probably. Let me just have a look at those donations. Yeah, it was a good race. That wasn't too bad. Finley saying hi from Atlantic, Canada. Do you wish there were more cars in GT Sport? Yeah, I mean, the car list and track list was always a bit limited. I'd love to see more of the Super GT cars. We're getting 3 more tomorrow, but maybe more of the Group 3 and 4 cars. That's what I love the most. So that's what I'd love to see more of. What's the time now? We've still got a couple of minutes. And Mr. Starkovich, corner 1 banishment, perhaps. Yeah. Oh, I went a little bit deep into turn 1 on the first lap, but I think once you're at the sharp end of the grid, you're normally okay. And I've got the SS rating, of course, now. So. And thoughts on the new penalty system? Well, I haven't really read up about it too much, and all I know is that you have to serve it in a certain zone. To be honest, I'm going to reserve judgment until we see it tomorrow. It might be a bit messy tomorrow when people are getting used to it, but it's good to see that they're developing the system still and trying to work on it. And maybe, yeah, carrying a penalty through to the end of the race just to serve it all on the finish line. You're not really losing. No, if you've got a 10-second penalty, you're not losing 10 seconds. You're losing like 5. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, it is an improvement. It looks like it should be one. I'll have to wait and see, I guess. And I should have a stream on tomorrow. We'll test it out. All I wanted to look at was like. Let's get the leader for a second, like, see what he's doing, because he was so quick. Because this car, it kind of just is really good at bar first. It just glides through the corners, and I suppose it does have good top end actually. Kind of sliding the car into the corners. It looks pretty good actually. See how I got past him. So he went defensive. I went to the right. Looking for that 100 board. He's gone a little deep. And he's just carried on and he got sucked off. There it is. And the curb just pulls you wide there. Gary Gilmore's back, the legend. You're going to buy a Jaguar tomorrow? Maybe. I mean, I haven't even checked what all the 9 cars... Oh, he's come up the inside. I haven't even checked what all the 9 cars are. I need to start saving up on the game for more money. But Gary Gilmore, the legend. The GT Sport donation legend. I don't know if you guys watched Tidgney. And Kai, he was all over there as well. Maldonado, 666. What was the message? Sorry, I didn't read it in time. Mother Trucker, keep up the good work. Many thanks, Maldonado. And thanks, Gary Gilmore, as always. I think this is where Bellin was struggling. I think he made a mistake here. He went in deep, yeah, way too deep. Cost him on the way out. And this is the weird line I was taking. As we come through here, just watch the line I take. I'm the car ahead, obviously. I just keep right to the left. And people just lose like a half a second or a second of slipstream. Most people don't react to that, and they lose slipstream. I'm making it hard for him. But look at that stream of... Oh, he got punted. You should have just cut across there. If you get punted, you can cut. God, look at that. Jesus. And then he went really defensive, I think. Oh, he's up the inside. Oh, he's run him off. He's literally just run him off. Roswell's going to get pushed wide, I think. Not quite. Jesus Christ. That is some intense racing. And the Germans coming through on Roswell. It's like 3 abreast for half a second there. Roswell's really wide. German up. Gaining 2 positions. Yeah, I just want to have a quick look at that. It's always interesting to have a look at the race, like see how it panned out. That one worked out quite well because Bellin was just going backwards and he just blocked everyone off for me. Okay. Yeah, he did wait up, but anyway, that was good for me. Just go and hold all the other people up for me, and then I had an easy second. Okay, race C. Got 2 minutes. Okay. I'm going to go for the... I mean, we could do this a couple of times. Maybe I could do one in each car. I'm going to keep it simple to begin with, which is simple equals Nissan GTR. I think this car is good in qualifying. I think it's got the top time. But it's not as good at race pace. I think it's got worse fuel and tyres. We'll go for this. Right, qualifying, I'll jump in, but I need all the practice I can get, I suppose, on this track, in this car. Three new Group 2 cars tomorrow, yes. It looks like one's an NSX, one is a Lexus, and I'm not sure on the other one. I can't remember. Wait. And just got my GT Sport stats as well. Let me get this window up again. There. Okay, so is it? No, it's Kaz, isn't it? Kaz. Where is it? Here. So that's an NSX. That's a Lexus, and I think is it this one here? It's got a big wing. It's got a Zonda here, obviously. The Mini. It's this car here, whatever that one is. $100,000 subscribers with no videos has donated 69 knock. Cheers for the knocks, man. 100k subs with no videos. Have you actually got that? I've seen these channels with weird names, actually. But yeah, those are the cars. I was just going to look at my stats, actually. Let's see if it's reset. I've got to 55,000, so I'm back in A+ again, which is about as high as I've ever been. Michael Guerrero, Super GT, what does the Shadow Realm look like? And thanks for the consistent content and memes. Well, cheers. It's just a dark... How do you describe the Shadow Realm? Well, I mean, I suppose the name Shadow tells you a lot about its darkness. It's dark, it's damp. It's like hell, basically, and it's full of punting victims. It's not a place you want to be. Jaguar E-Type, was it at the middle, at the bottom? Oh yeah, that back looks familiar. We'll see, I suppose. Okay, here we go. Okay, this isn't always going to be my strongest race. It should be because I'm called Super GT, but I don't always do well in these cars. Although my qualifying time's not too bad. I've got Mr. Wi-Fi password in 4th. I love Wi-Fi password. And our good friend PG Motorsport. Halbstark's there. He loves an NSX. He loves an NSX. 3 perfect for daily, or would you put in half more? Would you put in half 3 perfect for daily? What do you mean? I'm lost. 3 perfect for daily, or would you put in half more? Do you mean? You're gonna have to explain that one. Sorry, but thank you. Philip, in which group would you put the news on the Lexus and Nissan? Much love to your content, including your commentator voice. Oh, many thanks. The Lexus and the Nissan. Well, the Lexus, if it's the Super GT cars, they'll go in Group 2. The Zonda will go in N1000 probably. But the Super GT cars, even if they're older ones, they'll go into Group 2. They'll just have to try and balance them. Dark and dank like the underbelly of a pig. Yes, that's the Shadow Realm. That's a good explanation of it. Oh, 1 or 2 additional races. Oh, okay. So I read it as a fraction. Yeah, I mean, I think people are crying out for maybe 1 more at least. I'll say yeah. It'd be nice to have 1 more race. Do I watch the FIA GT Championship? Not really. Not too much, right? Cheers, Wand. Well, I mean... Oh God, this is so loud. Yeah, Chase Cam is... I don't know, it's just... When I first played this game, I really struggled. I struggled a lot with it. I was twitching all over the place. I was correcting oversteering to going flipping off the other way. But you just, you know, you get used to it. You carry on and you get better over time. It's hard. It can be hard. Depending on the car. It can be very twitchy at times, but just keep playing. What's your favourite car in the game? That's a really good question. It's really hard to answer though. I mean, I love Group 3. And it might be a boring choice, but maybe just the 911. Because I've had some really good races in that car. 3 daily races enough for weekly, sorry. Or would you put 1 or 2 more? Cheers again for the €5. Yeah, I think if it's like this week, then it's okay. But to be honest, I'd like to have 1 more at least. That would be nice. 10 laps. I don't know the fuel situation really, or the tyre situation, so I'm kind of going in blind here. Oh, he's been sucked off already. Yeah, I think, you know what, like a slightly longer race, like a half-an-hour race in like Group 2 or Group 1 only. Or Group 3, I suppose. But yeah, since it's gone to weekly, it does get boring at the end of the week if the if the variation isn't that good. I'll take half a second. I just need to settle into this race. It looks like the leader's on the back foot, or is heavily fuel saving. This is where I struggle, I think. You see in that race I just did, it was fine, because... Sorry, I'm coming back across here, mate. I'll explain it when I get on the main straight. If he wants to go for the reroll, I'm not going to stop him. That's okay. Oh god, that's where it's difficult on a controller, it gets twitchy. Oh, I can't remember what I was going to say now. Oh, for God's sake, I was just talking... I can't even remember. Go on, mate. Oh, hello. Come on, get on, move on. Oh yeah, that was it. In like daily race A and B, I find it easier because you're not holding anything back, you're just pushing to the max every lap because there's no tyre wear or fuel. Whereas when you have to start managing and driving like less, you have to start driving smoother and all of that kind of stuff, I find it harder. So in this kind of race here, daily race C, I normally don't do as well. And especially in Group 2, it's hard to kind of hold back on these cars. At least I find anyway. Oh! God's sake! I just murdered him. I just caught the grass on the inside. Oh, what am I doing? Oh man, I've just ruined his race. Completely ruined his race. And, well, and mine. Well, I just need to concentrate a bit now. Empress Morgana has entered the Shadow Realm. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Very kind of you. Don't forget to spam those emotes. Oh man, I sent him to the Shadow Realm, and the FBI are going to come knocking on the door in a minute, I think. Oh, I've got damage. No, there's no damage. It's alright. Sorry, monkey wall. Can't believe I did that. That was really stupid. Really stupid. I'm going to get swatted in 5 minutes. You watch. Crime... Oh, someone's lagging a bit out there. Crimes against motorsport. You've committed great crimes against the entity of Gran Turismo and its members. You're hereby sentenced to a 20-year penalty in jail. I'm getting close to him again at the hairpin. You better just dive out of the way, mate, or I'm going to smash you off again. Maybe not. Oh, hello. I'm already hating this race. Forget everything I said, this is the worst week. Bring on Halbstark. Do a Vettel, go on. Oh man. What am I doing? Pops are giving back the space. I mean, I kind of had to, really. Cheers, Scott. I've always felt that if I do that on Forza, if I knock someone off and do it and like give them the space back, they think I'm gonna ram them off again. I think that's what it is a lot of the time. He's rammed me off once and he's waiting for me. Is he gonna ram me off for the second time? Okay, my target here is 5th. If we can get back to that, then we've done okay. And no more murdering people, ideally. This is where I need a wheel. This is where I need to use a wheel in this division. It's way too sketchy on a controller. Or I just need to get better. Okay, the gaps aren't too big. I think people are definitely like fuel saving. They're not really going full out. Yellow flag. Someone's been sucked off at Spoon. No. Oh, there's someone recovering. Don't come out of that ghost. Thank you. You always get that sketchy moment when they're ghosted on the racing line. You think, do not come out of that ghost. Otherwise, I'm going to smash into the back of you. Back to 12th. The top 4 are in a big group, and I should be there if I wasn't so stupid. I might just do race B over and over and over and over again. I think that's where my strength is this week. Group 3 is my speciality. That's all I can do. Another one. Race B is really quick. Did you do it already? Yes, I've done one. It's only 10 minutes long. Oh god, I've nearly killed him again. What is going on? It feels like I'm braking where I should be, but I'm obviously not. Yeah, race B. Interlagos is like 1 minute 30 a lap. It's 5 laps, so you're looking at 7.5 minutes roughly. I mean, it's less than 8 minutes if you're like at the front. Oh, I'm driving horribly. Really horribly. Use the D-pad. You can't actually. It's mapped to the thing on the bottom right. Wait. Yeah, we can go now. We use 65% fuel there. Okay. We don't quite need as much in the second stint. We saved a little bit more than some of the other people here, but not much. That'll do. Let's get out. Oh. Oh, we've lost positions. Jesus. 14th. After qualifying 5th. That couldn't have gone much worse. Right in traffic. Oh, someone's off. 13th. Come on, let's get one every corner. I'll be first by the end of that. Oh man, okay, I need to be patient here. Don't force the issue too much. One of these is going to spin off or something. Or I'm going to punt them off, probably. Come on, kill each other, that's it. This person's lagging it. Someone's lagging everywhere. It's really weird. Yeah, I went to 12. There's a guy 9th there, he's lagging. Wi-Fi guy's in the lead. Into the pits. Oh, this is gonna get really messy. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's pushed him off. and I pushed him on. He's ghosting out like every 2 seconds. It's really annoying. God, how is someone not dead? How is someone not dead from all of this? I'm trying to get close, but not too close. I'm going to fire one of these off in a minute. Oh no. I'm through. Top 10. Only good players can get top 10s. Oh no. Okay, there's a big group up ahead. We can still salvage something maybe. Oh god, that scared me. Oh, see you later. He licked the stamp and sent himself. First class postage to the Shadow Realm. Bye bye. Can someone tell me what flag this is? Because I always get confused between the Slovenia and the Slovakia flag. I got it wrong in many videos. They're very similar. Oh, here's Monkey Ball. I'm going to feel guilty about overtaking you because I killed you earlier, but that was a different time. He's going to come and fire me off now. Yellow flag, or someone else is off. Oh, he's in the pits. Okay, I'm in 7th. Okay, the next two are 3.4 seconds ahead. Slovakia, okay. I got that wrong so many times, and sorry to anyone who lives in those countries for such blasphemy. Okay, that's a smooth sector 1. This guy's coming through though, this guy behind's fairly quick. Yellow flag. What's happened? Oh no, it's the guys in 3rd and 4th. 17th has given up here. I sense that this guy is catching up with me behind. I've gained a little bit on 6th. This guy in 5th has got 1 bar connection and a penalty, interestingly. Oh, that's on the limit. Come on, 1 bar guy. I need the guy with 1 bar just to lag out and kill 6th place. This guy's... he's lurking. I love the grip through turn 1, it's amazing in these cars. Just glide through when you get it right, of course. I think this would have been an easy 5th if I just not killed that guy earlier, or 6th at least. Oh god. I'm dropping off the guys in front. it's going to be a battle just to keep my position now, I think. This guy is less than a second behind. I just hope that the guys ahead do something silly, but could happen, I suppose, but I'm not going to rely on it. Yellow flag. Who's this? Someone's going very slow. Oh, it's a back marker. I wanted to go 6th. And now I've got the bloody text to deal with on the final lap. Okay, here we go. One last lap under pressure with the text message in the bloody way, and Super GT driving the car. Doesn't get worse than that. Him a little bit. The car just doesn't want to go into that turn at all. Come on, Wi-Fi bot. Come on, no, not Wi-Fi. One bar guy. It's not doing enough. PG Motorsport's going to win, looks like. I was rooting for Wi-Fi password. %5 of fuel, should be okay. Should, keyword. Is the update good? Is the update out, sorry, tomorrow. I think it's like 6 AM British time. Tomorrow morning. No, it's not out yet. About 10 more hours you've got to wait. Okay, there it is, 7th. Does he play with the controller? Yes, I'm using the controller. That was Alright, big boy, can you bless my bowl of Cocoa Pops? Can I bless... In what way should I bless them? There's good ways and bad ways. But thank you, Will Alberts. Oh man, that race was... I didn't warm up enough. I didn't get into it quickly enough. I should have done a couple of laps qualifying or like warm up. I made some really stupid mistakes at the beginning. I think it should have been 5th or 6th. Me and that monkey guy would have been 5th or 6th. Oh well, that's the way it goes sometimes. No Red Dead. No, well, I was planning on getting it, but I don't think I'd have any time. I'm dedicating all my time to YouTube at the moment. And it's one of those games you have to put a lot of time into, I think. Save that replay. PG Motorsport with the win. He won by 7 seconds. He was miles quicker. They look like an interesting race at the front because the Seraphoth guy there at the front was just holding everyone up or just extremely fuel saving. But, yeah. Went monkey wall. Monkey wall. Can I say I'm sorry like 10 times? Let's just keep saying it. I think... He's writing. What's it going to be? You might not be able to see it there. Let me read it out for you. It's cool, thanks. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, race A. Let's go and give this a try. Now I've got a great Oreo livery on my Huracan, so I'm going to give that a try. You know what? It's so good not to see this Megane all the bloody time. Do you remember there was those days when the Megane was just ridiculous and it would just win every race? Both Meganes here, actually. This was the first OP wagon of Group 4. The old Megane, and then the trophy came along and just took its place. But now I'm going to go for the Huracan because it's got an Oreo livery, which is quite quick. Yeah, maybe I'll get Red Dead at some point. I don't know if I get the time for it. We'll see. It looks like one of those games where you have to... I don't know, where you have to, like... I've seen people on Twitter, like, oh, I spent 2 hours stalking this really rare horse. It's like, oh man, I don't have 2 hours to be doing that. As cool as that is... Have you seen that? I don't know if you guys have seen that video where this guy's stalking this horse and he's been trying to get it for ages and this moose just comes and just kills him. He's like really carefully walking up to the horse. Hey, it's alright, it's alright. And then bang, this moose just murders him. Just runs into him like 30 miles an hour. Kills him. Oh, I'm in 6th. Naturally. Let's give this a quick go. How many laps we got? We'll have enough for a 1 lap. In the Oreo livery. Okay, Calster. Team engineer. When am I shifting? Plus any other info as a Lambo expert. The TTs actually, I remember the Dragon Trail race, the TT was very popular. It's going to be popular today in this race as well. So breaking on the 150 board. A little bit late. 22nd gear. Is Calster there? Come on, Calster, where are you, mate? Well, this is a good week, you know. Group 3, Group 4, Group 3 and Group 2. If I could choose 3 classes, I would choose those 3. I'm not very good in Group 1. I think it's sometimes a little bit too fast for me. So yeah, Group 4 to 2. This is a hard corner, this one. Really tricky, it's really misleading. I'm starting to see importance in coasting. I didn't think it would work in this game. It works in Forza a lot because in the middle of the turn, if you let go of throttle and brake and just coast, the car just turns quicker, and it seems to kind of do that in this game as well, a little bit. What's the MT indicator? The MT indicator is a suggested gear for each corner, but it's always too low. So you see that it said 1, but I need to be in 2nd gear really. Normally you add 1 to it. Normally it's too low. Okay. I don't know how. I think I'll be between like 2nd and 10th. It could be anywhere really. This qualifying time. Oh, pole. Okay, I was completely wrong. Not 2nd or 10th. 1st. We've got a Megane trophy. That's a good sign for me because it's not good in a straight line. And of course, there's only 12 spaces in this race. So a mix of there's GTRs being used. Megan. No one's using the Veyron. Oh, one person's using the Veyron. Okay. See how it goes. Generic Mask has donated £2.30. Enjoy your videos, dude. Cheers, Generic Mask. Good to hear, man. Thanks for the support. Are you done making F1 2018 career mode videos? I wouldn't say I'm not going to rule it out completely, but for now, yeah. Oh god, that's wide. Colossus Callan. Punt Cal. I would. But he's not in here. Yeah, it's always a good time to punt Calster. There's never a bad time to punt Calster. If he's there, just do it. First by 3 attempts, yeah. It was a good. I think I put together a good lap there. But it's always different in a race, you know, especially with the draft. If they can stick in the draft, especially with that long straight, you know, you can, even if you're 4 attempts slower, you can stay the same speed because of the draft. We'll see how it goes though. But yeah, 3 attempts quicker. Got an SS driver there behind. Mr. 100k subs is back with 34 knocks. Hello, homework for tomorrow. Done nothing. Your homework project should be watching Super GT videos or live streams. Why isn't that not a subject? Super GT, that should be a subject. That's school. Paul Cooper's finally able to watch one of the streams. Good stuff, man. Welcome along. You ain't slipstreaming me, boy. Okay, maybe you are. I don't know where to brake on this first lap. Oh god, there comes the McGann trophy. The McGann other one. Okay, that was way too late, obviously. LOL. That's the problem. I don't know where to brake on the first lap because your speed is so different. Right, let's get that lead back. Oh, he's there. Just turn my radar on. Okay, it looks like I've totally messed this up by not knowing where to brake on turn 1. Lap 1. Oh god. I must be in slipstream range. On this back straight, on this main straight. He's driving really well though, this guy, to be fair to him. See how much he gains. The gap is 0.84. See how much he gains down the straight. Oh, he's not gaining. I'm gaining now. Okay. I thought that McGann was quicker. It's obviously not. And I was slipstream assisted at that point. So I messed up turn 1. Oh man, I still need to learn how to judge the slipstream. I'm not very good at it. I know I'm going quicker, but I just can't judge exactly how much quicker. I do sense I can still win this though. This isn't over. I'm just going to make it really hard for myself. Turn 1 self-banishment, yeah. Never an ideal situation to banish yourself. That's what I've done. This is the thing, you kind of... On lap 1, you're going slower into turn 1. So you can brake a bit later, but I didn't know exactly where I could brake. Should have just played it safe. Braked really early, but I didn't. Okay, that makes no sense. I must have been getting slipstream again, but it is so far back. So I overshot it again. My calculations for Group 4 are completely out. He is driving well though, to be fair to him. I'll definitely get closer through that section. Just need to have a good final sector here. Yes, I'm a lot closer now. Okay, I'm going to brake a bit earlier this time. How about that? Let's get that slipstream as much as possible as well. He's got really good sort of mid-range acceleration. And then now I'm gaining. It's like I've got the better top end. But he's got the better sort of medium speed. Oh, he's gone deep now. Race on. You see that the middle, kind of the middle gears, like gear 3 and 4, he just pulls away a little bit. Come on, mate. Let the pressure of all my subscribers get to you. Make a silly mistake. Oh, mate, can you feel it? I'm on you now. I'll just read that one out in a moment. Let me beat this guy. He comes really deep. Oh, where's he gone? Is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? It's not a penalty. Come on, get that slip. Oh, it's not enough. Oh, no. Second. It was a good race, though. It was a good race. Let's take a look at that donation quickly. That was not a bad little battle there at the end. I kept messing up turn 1 because I didn't know if I was getting slipstream. I didn't think I would. C Pie with the £5. I find your videos moderately entertaining, which I consider to be the optimum amount of entertainment. Well, as long as you're entertained in any way, then that's great. Many thanks for the support. Do you have a TikTok stream planned? Oh god. I'll go for like my subscriber count will be like 0. Or it'll go back up again with all the knobheads start subscribing for my TikTok content. At least I got the faster lap there. I just kept misjudging turn 1 like an idiot. First lap breaking point is between 150 and curbstone further down. I don't know. I was braking on 150 in qualifying, and that was fine. In that race, because I was getting slipstream, I had to brake before 150. But yeah, thanks for the donation. What was the name? That was an okay race, I suppose. Just have to learn how to deal with that turn 1. Tyrone Stewart, many thanks, man. Okay, what's the time now? Oh, we've just missed. This is the problem when all 3 races are good. If I hadn't hesitated, we could have just gone straight into the Group 3 race here. TikTok is taking over YouTube. It's ridiculous how many adverts there are for it. It's absolutely mental. I was like, I will get back to work after Super GT passes the French. Now I can't get back to work. If I get fired, you're responsible. Well, mate, sorry, I'm very sorry indeed. I have to hope that he's back in the next race and overtake him. Yeah, I don't have TikTok yet. It looks like you could troll on it. To be fair, you could just have a laugh on it by trolling. Just trying to work out what to do here, because that. I reckon. In the meantime, we might as well just practice this. Let's try and improve our qualifying time. So the Raybrig NSX. Okay, let's give the Raybrig NSX a go, just to try out some qualifying. Gary Gilmore again, he's back. When I see that orange out of the corner of my eye, I know Gary Gilmore's around. He's still here and he's enjoying it. And he's thrown in another 20. Thank you, Gary. The legend. The legend of Gran Turismo Sport donation. So Gary was in the... So if you haven't seen these guys already, have a look at Tijni. Really good. Well, Tijni and Kai 25, or Key 25 is actually called. I always pronounce it wrong. Tijni and Kai 25. Both really fast in this game. Both British. And both better than me. Both way better than I am. And they stream. So they're definitely worth having a look at. Oh, this car is so loud. I mean, I love just watching their stream, just sitting in there, chilling out. They're great guys. Go and have a look. Unlike me, oh, this guy is twitchy, I can tell already. Have you finished all league races? No, I've barely done any, to be honest. Oh, it's already 0.1. I've done like 23 of them. How many are there in total? Like more than 100, I thought. Oh my god. No wonder that that monkey guy who I punted was having a hard time with this car. It's got a really pointy front end, but then the rear end just goes round on itself. Oh god. It might be the fastest. It might be the fastest, but it is bloody hard to drive. Right, let's go. Let's keep doing. Let's keep going. Might be able to sort this out, but no way I'm going to race in this car. So I have to be really gentle. It's almost like less is more in this class. If you're aggressive, you'll lose. You need to be smooth, gentle. Caress the car around the corners, if at all possible. Probably not. I could brake a little bit later there. I'm looking forward to the... Oh god. I'm looking forward to seeing the other Super GT cars that we get tomorrow, and just seeing how they compare. Because obviously they'll have balance of performance, but it'd be interesting to see if it's actually balanced or not. It'd be good to have more cars because having these 3 is it's not enough really. It'd be nice to have a couple more to play with. I'm looking forward to that Lexus. I'm always using that. Back in the Forza, I remember back in Forza 3 days when you had like R2 class. It was like R1, R2, R3, R4. I think it was an R2. That Lexus was an absolute beast on Forza 3. Oh, no, sucked off. Okay, right. Not using this car. Get rid of it. I'm gonna head back into the Nissan and just try and really focus on some good times here. What do you race in real life? If you look in the description, you should see a link to my second channel. So I do a lot of kart racing. I've never done car racing. I have driven a Formula 4 car around Brands Hatch. It was just like an experience day, not like an actual race. I just do a lot of kart racing, and I have some videos of that. If you'd like to see what I do, it's on the second channel. It's a championship called Club 100. I really enjoy it. Actually, it's really good fun. Take it to the next level, son. Start using a wheel. Random deviation. Thanks very much. Yeah, I mean, I was really thinking about next year, like, because I really want to get into the whole esports thing on this game, and I mean, I qualified for the Barcelona event, but I couldn't go because I was already going to the Forza event, and so I'm there. I'm kind of on the cusp of being able to qualify for these esports events on this game, but all the events are on the wheel. If you want to take it seriously, I need to be on a wheel. There's a Bill Protos there with €1. Thanks very much, Bill. And Gary Gilmore's found another 20 down the back of the sofa. Many thanks, Gary. What a hero. He's the hero that Gotham City does not deserve right now. There must be a lot of 20s down the back of your sofa. Maybe you need to be more careful, or put these 20s in your wallet rather than your pocket. Stay in third gear there, I think. Degner 2. I can't believe I killed that guy here. It was so stupid. Just caught the grass a tiny bit, and as soon as you start sliding in the braking zone, when you can hear the tyres screeching, your braking zone is going to be a lot longer, and that happened because I touched the grass. I just murdered someone. Such a stupid mistake. You always feel guilty because I don't mind if I crash and take myself out only. It's okay. No one else was affected. That's fine. When you wipe someone else out, some innocent guy just minding his own business, that's when it gets bad. I can take a little bit more curve there. 49.5 to beat. I'm not going to be on this lap, but let's see on the next. Okay, 50.2. Got a ghost there to beat. Let's do it. No, let's not do it. Let's start again. There's so much time to be gained through turn 1 and 2 by like pushing the limit on the exit of 1 into 2. Because you get such a better run out of turn 2. But you obviously risk the old adage of getting sucked off. I grazed the grass, turned in too early. Get the bottle jobs out of the way now. Wolfiekins! I only find dildos down the back of my sofa. You want one of these? Well, depends which model, because I've already got loads. If it's a copy, there's not much point. I've already got like a really vast collection. I'm not sure I need another one. But thanks for the offer, man. And thanks for the donation. The legend that is Wolfiekins. Well, Alberts. Gary Gilmore's nothing on the Bunga Bung party. You should invite Gary Gilmore to your Bunga Bunga party when I go. That would be a good party. Itchy Nose is coming back. Okay, if I can just keep it steady for this last sector, beat that ghost, get into the 49s, and then progressively get into that low 49. There's a bit more of a gap. I typed in bottle drop in the search bar and found Super GT. I need to put that in my my tags on my channel, I think. But that's not too bad. Let's have a look at that. It's going to be a 49. Ooh, okay, nearly beat my time. Bill, first time watching the stream. Hello from Greece. Many thanks, Bill. Welcome along to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Good to have you along. Lots of first timers. Shout out to all the first timers here. Losing your Super GT live stream virginity. Just turning in a little too early. If I can just beat this ghost by a tenth or more than a tenth, then I've beaten my time. And what is the time now? 24 past the gate. Got maybe 2 more laps. Is he playing with a controller? Yes. I really do need to set up that FAQ, don't I? Are your hands warmed up? Yeah, it's actually not too bad in the UK at the moment. I think it was last week it got very cold, and sort of last few days it's been rather mild actually. Given that it is November now, normally it begins to get really cold in November, but at the moment it's not too bad. Oh. 10 out of 10 would Bunga Bunga with Super GT. And Gary Gilmore, of course. We'll get Gary Gilmore along for the Bunga Bunga party. The hero of GT Sport live streams. Oh, here we go. Maybe we'll just do this lap, I think. Cheers, Fuzzums. Another hero. Turning in wrong. Please don't be a penalty. Oh, God's sake. Right, one last lap. I've got enough time for one more. This is it. Come on, I know I can do it. Just stringing it all in one lap, that's the difficult part. Look at that, already a 10th ahead. Probably going to be another penalty. Oh, God's sake. Oh, right, let's join the race. We'll do another one of that race there. I made the mistake of not practicing. I should... Let's give the Lexus a go. And I've made the mistake of not practicing in it. That would be my challenge for the race. Try and not bin it. I don't think it's too different, though, than the Nissan. Just about get in. Come on. Yeah. Is there going to be a video about Saturday's FIA races? Yes, there will be. I don't know when, because tomorrow I'm probably going to be streaming again. As Haroon Abdullah just asked the questions, will you be streaming the GT update tomorrow? Yes, I probably will be. Probably about the same time as I am now doing this one. The update is out in the morning, but I'll wait till the evening to get it on the stream. This game looks easier than Forza. It's really hard to say, like which one. I'd say I struggled more to get better at this. I struggled more at this game to get like better at it. But then again, like I wasn't used to the PlayStation controller. I haven't played on a PlayStation in a long time. I haven't played Gran Turismo in a longer time, so there is bias there. Oh Jesus! Jim James, public holiday for a horse race here in Melbourne. What? You ever tortured yourself trying to race your custom car in BeamNG? I've not played BeamNG actually, so I can't say I have, but thank you, both of you. Okay, just need to get used to the intricacies of this car compared to the Nissan. I don't think it's too different. I think the Honda is way different than these two cars. I think a lot of people say this game looks arcadey, but only because I'm playing in chase cam. Honestly, if you played it on a wheel in like hood view or in cockpit view, you wouldn't be saying the same thing. So there is a bit of a bias there. So people just look at the viewpoint I'm using and will draw all the conclusions from that. But this game's definitely more of a sim than Forza. At least on a wheel. On a wheel, 100%. Okay, that wasn't really enough practice, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, 8th on the grid this time, a little bit further down. We got our friend Wi-Fi password in 4th. Always rooting for Wi-Fi password. And I'm surrounded by the Nissan. No one, apart from 17th. 17th went for the NSX. Most people go for the Nissan. I think the Nissan is just the most stable car. It's just the easiest one to drive. Not that I showed that in the last race. Have you heard of Kartcraft? Yes, I've been playing it today actually, and I'm going to make a video on it very soon. It's really hard actually. It's very difficult to get right. But then again, I don't think there's many like kart simulators that kind of do it well. It's really hard to get it right. And I've driven quite a lot of karts, so I'd know if it's like kind of realistic, and it just doesn't really. I can see there's lots of potential in the game, but it feels nothing like reality, really. The problem with it is that in a kart you sense everything like through the seat and through your hands, and you just don't get that at all. So like the kart oversteers and you can't really feel it. In reality you can feel it and you can correct it very easily, but in the game you can't sense everything. Speedy McKeezy saying chase cam makes the race more pleasurable to watch as a viewer. Yeah, this is something that a lot of people have said. It's sort of just easier to watch the chase cam because you can see more. It's just better for a spectator, and I agree with that. And that's part of the reason why I've stayed with it, but it's not the main reason. I think ultimately though, in any game you just use whatever view you're most comfortable with or you're fastest in. I suppose, yeah, being a YouTuber, I do need to consider, does it come across well in a video? So the chase cam I think most people like, so I'll stick with that. Loki with the £5, thank you. Been watching your videos for months, bought GT Sport yesterday and it's real hard as hell. Grew up on Need for Speed and other arcade races, quite the different. Yeah, it's very different. You have to be really precise on these kind of games. You have to, like on everything, on the acceleration, your braking, your gear shifting, your turning. But it's good to see that you've got into a different type of racing. Just keep practicing. Just work on the smoothness, work on your braking points. Once you get the braking point right, most of the corner will kind of follow suit. Mostly anyway. I prove that wrong most of the times, but are you using analog stick for throttle and brake? No, I just use R2 and L2, so like the back two buttons here. Okay, let's go. Try not to make any glaring errors this time. Let's see if we can at least finish as the highest Lexus. I've started as the highest Lexus, so I should be able to finish in the same place. Someone's wide already. Okay, that's one position. Fuzzums again, thanks very much, man. Definitely like to read that one. Twisted Metal. That was a great. I love that game. That was so good. I remember as a kid, I have family in Hawaii, and I went over there when I was really young, and they had it. I could not stop playing it. It was such a good game. Ah! God, I've got my gear shifting wrong there. I need to do spin myself. Carry on. Why is there a car on the map going backwards, was there? He's got bored already. I need to get on the slipstream train. Come back here. Going in 7th, 1.2 ahead of 8th. We're okay at the moment. Lexus feels okay actually. It's not too bad. Have to see how it compares on fuel. On the last race, I went in, I think it was 36% after 5 laps. We'll see how it compares. I was using like 14% of that last time. So I'd be on 70, if I'm on 72 at the end of this lap, I'll be about the same. Yeah, it's going to be about the same. I think I fuel saved a little bit more. Problem is I'm not on this slipstream train at the front. Oh man, that was so close. Okay, kept it out. That's good. Pulling away from 8th at least. I'm closer to the people in front than people behind. Kind of in no man's land though. I'm on my own mostly. I should be able to make plenty of videos for this week. I could realistically make a video for each daily race. I'll be flooded with GT Sport content this week. We then got the FIA races as well. .7, 1.2 off the ultimate pace at the moment. It's a really static race, this. Really static. Nothing's happening. I do sense that these guys in 5th and 6th, I could potentially get onto the and fight them too, and that might be about it for 5th. And that could be as good as we can get in this one. And there's a mistake. We're going to slow each other down now. So I've definitely gained there. Gap down to 1.3, it was like 2.3. Start of the lap, so I've gained. Had a good time too. Hopefully we can reel them in a little bit more in the pit stop as well. Need to get that to the rear slightly. Top 4 have gone, but 5th is potential. 5th is on, potentially. Oh god, I I've done it again. Not too bad a line actually, but just really risky going that close to the AstroTurf. I think the Italian midfield's quicker. He's going to pull away now. I've just lost out for that turn. This guy ahead made a few mistakes in the last race we did. Hopefully he does the same here, but I can't rely on it. I need to drive better. God's sake. Just dropped right off, such a stupid mistake. Okay, the guy ahead didn't go in. We'll see if I can undercut him, but I was 3 seconds behind there. Box to slap. There we go. Are we going to get in traffic? No, we're okay. Yeah, the spoon suck is strong. It's really strong. It's one of the strongest sucks in the game, I think. That or turn 1 here. We'll see how it plays out with this German. I don't think I've quite got the pace, really, or the consistency. Plus, I don't have the car. I think the Nissan is the best car for this race. There's all my excuses anyway. Oh god. Okay, let's see how this works out then. Yellow flag. There's people coming out. Oh, there's the German. I'm going to do it. Mid to 6th. Okay. I got into my position. I gained on him. Did enough. He must have made a mistake though. Now he's got to not bottle it for 3 laps or 4 laps. To be fair, like, second or third, like, they're not that far away. It's just they're a little bit quicker every lap. Just need to be a bit more consistent. Yeah, I'm in my 6th place. Let's see if we can keep it. Confirm this as a Super GT live stream. I'm not really liking this rear bias, to be honest. Down a little bit. He's lurking. He's still there. Just remember, I'm going to have to deal with the fuel message on the last lap as well. It's so annoying. Need to fuel save a bit more as well, I think. Oh man, getting a bit tense here. I want to finish 6th. That wouldn't be too bad a result. God's sake. Okay. Oh no. No. And there it was. Oh god, tyres are cooked. Oh man. I've lost it. Right, screw it, I'm not doing that race again. Oh, I just missed that race. God. I have to do this one. Veyron. I might give the Veyron a go. The McGann's up there as well. I'm on the bottle. Cal Ram, such a shit driver, don't belong in SS. I think actually since I got into SS, I've been driving worse because I don't. There's no preserving your. It doesn't matter about preserving your racing anymore. You're just gonna. No matter what I do, I'm gonna stay S. Quitters never win, but then again, nor do people who spin off every time. Let's practice TT. Oh, I might give the T. Yeah, let's give the TT a try on this race. I reckon this is going to be a good car. It was last time anyway, the TT. Got 8 minutes. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Like in these Group 2 cars, it's really like you just touch the grass and it's like whoosh, you're going round. You've got to be so careful. I thought I might just... I could see it coming, but I was like, I think I'm going to get away with this. And then, no, just... Because there's a curve and then it's like a strip of Astro. And I just touched the AstroTurf. Well, let's give this car a go. This is one of those cars that it straightens out on exit really like aggressively. So you do have to kind of drive in a very specific way. Fanta Banter Wagon, here we go, yeah. Good times. And they pay me a lot of sponsorship money for this. Let's see where we have to brake. 150. I could brake a little bit later, I think. Tichny, bonjour. How are you doing? Good to see you, mate. You just missed me bottling a race again. I think I need to... That Group 2 race, I need to do it at like 3 AM. When all the good Europeans have gone to sleep. It's just me and all the noobs. Well, I am a noob, I suppose, but... This car does feel very weird to drive. I do have to time that throttle dead right. Going way wide. Who will win the F1 Championship next year? Well, if I had to gamble right now, I'll just say Hamilton. But I hope Ferrari can launch another good challenge. We'll see. Got a little bit easy for Hamilton in the end this year. I just hope that it goes. Like, I don't mind who wins it. I just want a year-long, close, good battle. I wouldn't mind seeing Leclerc have a good run though. I'd love that. I'm a big fan of him. I must say I don't really like this car. I'm going to have to just adapt and I'm going to drive it. I will use it for this race, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't know why I chose it. Well, because it's good, but... Well, supposedly good anyway. Welcome to the Audi Express, yes. The Audis are they're good, but they're difficult at the same time in this game. I feel like the R8 is a good car, but it's like, I think on the controller especially, it's like quite sketchy handling. This one's like solid handling, but it's just weird on the exits. So it just straightens up so much. Penalty! Yeah, fine line on that corner. You do need to maximise it, but easy to get a penalty. I'm worryingly not getting really anywhere close to my record there. still over a second off of it. That's a cut, surely. Yeah. We'll just carry on. I'm not here for the lap time, I'm just here. As in, I'm not going to serve that penalty. It doesn't matter. Okay, I mean, I did cut a little bit there, but it's going to be a 41. Use the Megane. Yeah, I could use the Megane next. I'm not going to change car now, but the Megane did look like a good choice, actually. We can definitely give that a try. Maintenance will begin in 6 hours. There it is then, that's when the update comes out. So it's 4 AM here. Tricky car, this, really tricky. I'm not sure I've really got to grips with it. Excuse the pun. We'll see. I suppose we'll find out in the race. I might be on pole again. Hopefully I won't mess up turn 1. Not fancying the Peugeot. Oh man, I don't think I ever want to drive the Peugeot ever again on this game. I think I've had one good race in the Peugeot ever, and that's it. I suppose every car can be made to be okay if you drive them well, but they're supposed to be equal, but some are more equal than others. I might be worryingly off the pace in this race, but it'd be interesting. We'll see how it goes. That isn't a penalty actually, just cutting that one massively. And I can brake a lot later for this turn. Okay, here we go. This one's going to be a weird one, I think. I think I had like... I'm going to be at half a second off the pace. Okay, well, Treviso, he can be our barometer because he's in the TT. So I can kind of try to follow his line. So lots of GTRs, Veyrons, Huracan in pole. Got a Megane behind us. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Just get sucked along. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the idea. If you can get into that slipstream, that's, like, crucial most of the time. As long as you're going to gain, like, half a second every lap. Vettel got 4 championships because he had a strong car. That's all. I would say it was all down to the car. I've done it again. So a lot of people seem to forget that 2010 was really close. And like he wasn't in the lead. In fact, he never led in 2010 until like after the last race. To be fair, in 2010, Mark Webber should have won that year, or Hamilton, but they both messed up. 2011 and 13 were really dominant. I suppose 12 was as well. Well, 12 McLaren messed up a lot, and I think they could have. I think that was the year where like 8 people won for like 8 races at the beginning. But it is true that Vettel is exceptional when he's in the front. That's very true. When he's leading from the front, he's exceptional. He's very good. It's maybe proven this year that he's not quite good in like wheel-to-wheel combat. Like in a 1-to-1 against Hamilton, like he probably wouldn't win. Like, most of the time, he wouldn't win. Yeah, 2010 Webber in Korea. That was the bottle job. He only had to come through, and Vettel had an engine problem, and then Alonso came through to win it, like when he should never have won that race, really. But I remember watching that race. I was like, Webber, what are you doing? Just threw it into the wall. But yeah, 2010 was one of my favourite F1 seasons because like 5 different drivers could have won it going into like the last 2 rounds. Where do I brake? Oh, go on, Treviso, get in there, son. Follow you through, mate. Oh yeah, here we go. Just a second. I've just got to try and follow him. I think he's got more experience in this car than I have. I should try and follow his lines. I've done a good job of that. Just stay in the slipstream as much as possible. Okay, I'll take that. That's a good first lap. The Lambo's all over me though. As long as I've got the slipstream, I should be okay. So I don't think that Lambo, there's got no speed. Look at it. This is some hardcore suck right now. Look at this. I'm going to go for the lead. That's probably not the wisest thing to do because I won't know what I'm doing. This is a close race. No, it might be a penalty. And it is. Oh, God. So we need to get used to the new penalties tomorrow, and the system will be different. No more taking a penalty to the line. Lambo's right there. He's going to go for a move, I think. Okay, we'll pull away again. I've got this problem with this penalty now. sure how that one's going to get resolved. Probably be by losing a position. Look at this. Slipstream is so ridiculously powered on this game. Okay, I find myself in the lead. Jesus. Didn't expect this. Messed up that last turn. I was like 7/10 away then at one point. I could have been out of slipstream range, and now I'm not. I don't know if this is worth doing because I've got a penalty still. Actually, no, it's definitely worth doing. If I can build up that gap again and then serve it on the line, I could still win the race. Oh no! I hope that isn't another one. No, I don't think it is. Oh, he's got a penalty as well, a bigger one. Okay, that's interesting. I just need to get about half a second over third now. Come on. It's going to be really interesting. Where is the line exactly? Oh, I didn't know where it was. I thought it was later than that. And then the Huracan won in the end. He just sat there in third and then just won. I really need to learn exactly where the bloody line is. I thought it was a bit later. I was trying to look exactly where it was. Oh well. I suppose I gained a position. That penalty screwed me up. It was just one little mistake. Cost me the race. Or you could say that didn't brake early enough on the line. Might not have been able to win it anyway. We'll see. It was a good race though. Yeah, there's so much understeer in the front-wheel drive cars. It's really annoying that this race finishes like 2 minutes after this one starts, so I've got to wait another like 20 minutes for this. Am I going to do 100 laps of Catalunya tomorrow? It's a good idea, actually. I think we'll just do a load of shorter races, but we could. I was still planning to do 100 laps of Catalunya. That can still be a thing. Oh man, let's have a look at my ratings quickly. $54. I've done 400 races now. 74 wins. Actually, I think it's 73. It's actually 73. I've only ever had 3 consecutive clean races in a row. That's my record. It's not very good. Marshall's post. Yeah, I was looking at it and I could see where the flag was, and I don't know. The line seemed to come up a bit earlier. Wait, let me look at that replay. We've got a bit of time. How did my rating jump? I had a... When was it? The Nürburgring. You know when I was doing... You might have watched the video on Sunday when I tried to beat all the 911s in the Audi R8. I did that race over and over and over and over and over. What am I doing? Not here. And because of that, my rating went up quite quickly. So it was like 43 and then went up to like 55,000. Is that a massive drop from when that time I went mental? Yeah, that was that Red Bull Ring. When there's that really silly race in the... I think it was in the Lancia Delta Integrale. And then the last 2 corners people can extend it. And it's really silly because I braked to take the normal racing line on the track. The guy behind didn't brake because he was going to go on to take the extending line. And then I got a penalty for it. Yeah, that wasn't a good day. Let's see, what did I see? Oh, okay, I know what I was looking at. So, that is where the line is. I was looking at the gantry. I was expecting it to be under the gantry. Or, it's not even level with the marshal post, it's before the marshal post. So that's why I didn't lose my time there quick enough. The penalty time, that is. Let's have a quick analysis of this race. So the Lambo clearly not good in the line. Maybe it suited him just to settle into like second or third. Like he could just tuck in the slipstream on the straights. He's not gonna have to get ahead or keep ahead. There's me. I was thinking about going to the inside there. That wouldn't have been a safe place. I'll just sweep around the outside. He's actually under threat already. I could use that Megane next time. I think that's a good car. At this point, really, I was just trying to understand the car, settle into a pace, into a rhythm. Well, he thought about a move. He kind of half went for it, got half caught out. He's all over the Astra and the grass. I don't know why everyone's psyched for Catalunya. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Catalunya. It's just cool to have another track. It's just cool. And I think it will work well in Group 3. I think it will work the best. It could also work well in Group 2, actually. That's where I thought about the move, but I thought, if I'm in the lead at this point, I don't know what I'm doing. I would just make so many mistakes. See, I'm making mistakes here. It's better if I just follow at this point. Made a mistake there. A little bit narrow into the final turn just to kind of cover him off. Look at the gap there, and look at the gap. It just increases. I'm up the inside. It was a good move actually. He didn't really fight it too much. Treviso up into the lead. Yeah, Catalunian GT Sport is brilliant. That's good to know because Ticini's played already. Of course, they used it in the regional finals, so he's already played it. I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out in this game. It's not my favourite track, but I found that in this game, tracks that I've not liked, the more I play it, the more I try and challenge myself to get better at the track, the more I end up enjoying it. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. Goes all over the back of Teresa. This is this point here. I think I had like 0.6 or 0.7 of a gap, and I might have won it there if I just. You watch my line through this final turn. It's a handbrake. A handbrake. Little handbrake there. And I went really deep, like way too deep. Obviously, you get a better run out, but overall, I lost time, and they got back into the slipstream range. Then that's where I went defensive. It was the right thing to do, actually. Defend, and I still could have won the race. Good defence. He didn't really fight me again too hard. Just tucking that slipstream as much as possible. I was weak through that corner. That was not a good corner for me. You have to go in fast, let the car rotate, and then come out fast. I wasn't quite getting it right. It's hard in that car though. Can you do a lobby? Rally Group 1. Fisherman's Ranch, 200 laps. Yeah. I don't even think you can you? I've tried it before. You can't actually put Group 1 cars on the rally track. I've wanted to do that. I don't think you can. Oh, it's so close. At this point, this is where Treviso had the 3-second penalty. I knew that all I had to do was get a gap to the Lamborghini here. He had a good run. That Lambo's got good grip. And at this point, I'm just looking at that gantry, not this one, the next one. That's what I was looking at. And I was looking at that Marshall post where the flag is. And then I couldn't really see where the line was. I thought it was under the gantry. But I got it wrong. Actually, with that one there. So with that gantry there, that's where the start line is. You can see the line is actually before the gantry. So I need to learn that. The lines are before the gantry at Fuji. And probably other tracks. But it was an interesting race. And you can always learn from it by analysing your replay. I think I did a lot of things right, but 2 little mistakes. Obviously getting the penalty and then misjudging the ending. But that was about it. Right, let's practice a little bit in a different car. The Mustang, it looks like is the fastest car. Tixbury Adam. WRX is a good shout. Full GT. McLaren 6 is the guy I lost to in the very first race of this live stream. Driving that Volkswagen, interestingly. WRX. You know what? I'm going to give the AMG a go. But what I do want to do is get a different livery. I hate that grey one. Oh, look at Lewis Hamilton there. He looks so young. What am I looking for? Look at that Doritos car. AMG. I want to get a proper livery for it. No. We'll try it out. It might not be the best, but I think it's not too bad. Is the Dutch circuit Zandvoort in the game? No. That's quite a cool track, actually. I like Zandvoort. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Couple of configurations around Zandvoort as well. What am I looking for? Germany, Mercedes, AMG, S. Oh God, which one is it? AMG GT3 16. Car livery. Search. Germany. Mercedes. AMG 16. There it is. That one. Let's have a look. I'll just have a quick. Normally I just download loads of them quickly. I'm not really a fan of the standard livery. Classic McLaren livery could work. Because I'm really fussy on liveries. Car Deal Advisor. How about a kart race at Not Kill all the top GT Sport races? You can give me a head start. That'd be really good. I mean, I'd love to race. I mean, first off, I'd love to meet a lot of the Gran Turismo Sport community. I mean, just meeting them would be great. I've not met a lot of them. I've met a lot of the Forza guys, but not Gran Turismo. But yeah, a race would be brilliant at Not Kill. I've not even been to Scotland before. But thank you indeed, Mr. Car Deal Advisor once again. And I was on his live stream. Oh, that's a really nice livery, that. So Car Deal Advisor got like a car chat show podcast. I think I've linked it. I'm not sure. Thanks again, though, Hugh. Really nice of you. Okay, that'll do. I've got enough there. Normally I go for like a quirky one, like the Fanta or the Oreo or the Doritos, if possible. But I think we'll have a. I'm a massive fan of this one. It's not quite right where that D2 is, but I'll let him off. What do I drive? I have a Bath Punto Evo Super Sport. That's the full name. Bit of a mouthful. But yeah, that's my car. Race entry AMG. Let's go. 5 minutes. Wait, I can show you my car. One second. It's my Instagram profile. You should all follow me, by the way. Let me get a nice shot of my car. This is my setup. Well, actually, that's not exactly how it is at the moment. That's the computer I'm using. That's what I use like for F1 games. I know I'm flicking through quickly, but you need to follow me. Steve Alvarez Brown. Now, let me find my car. There it is. That's what I drive. I love it. Honestly, it's an amazing car. Nearly 200 horsepower. It goes well enough. Oh, nearly dropped my controller. Right, let's practice a little bit. Evening, how's the races going? Bit of a mix. Have I won any? I don't think I've won any yet. Okay, so the first race was on this track in the Mustang. I finished second. Then I did a couple in the Super GT Group 2 at Suzuka. Bottled it. Finished like 7th or 8th, and then I quit out the second one. And did a couple at Fuji. I can't even remember what happened now. I think I was second twice. So a lot of seconds and a lot of rage quits. Yeah, that car is. It's one of the reasons I bought it is because it's quite rare. There's hardly any of them in the UK. I've seen maybe one or two others in the entire time I've had it. I've had it for like nearly 5 years. I've only ever seen like 2 others, which is, you know, I quite like that, the exclusiveness. This car's really stable. It's nice to drive. Very little drama. Through that turn, yes, but that was the same in the Mustang actually. Yeah, it's a good car, this. It's hard to say what the top speed's like and the acceleration because it's hard to compare it when you're not racing anyone, but it feels okay. But yeah, I'm pleased with that car. You know, it's served me. You know, when I bought it, I thought, oh god, no, I didn't think that. I thought, oh, it's Italian. It's not a common make. It might be unreliable. It's been faultless. Honestly, it's like not really anything's gone wrong with it. I had it nearly 5 years. It goes fast. It's got a nice little sport mode button. Sort of like bucket seats. Proper sport race. If you want to search Seibelt by, oh no wait, they're called the full name of them. I think it's Abarth Course by Seibelt is the full name of the seats, but they're like really nice bucket seats, really comfortable. Like enough space for 3 passengers in the back. It's got a nice boot. It kind of does everything really. That's all I need. So I really like it. But I wouldn't mind getting something new at some point. 5 years, quite a long time for one car maybe. These days anyway. I think a lot of people kind of trade in their cars quite quickly or like lease their cars and swap and change every couple of years. But I'm not sure what to drive next, to be honest. Disney's got a snow button. To be fair, like, I wouldn't mind a bit of that for those days in the UK when it does end up snowing, which it does most years at some point, and then the whole country just grinds to a halt, no one can drive and everyone crashes. Car feels alright, but my times aren't that great. Actually, no, wait. 33.0. If I finish this... Oh, that might have been like dipping into 32s. Okay, it's not too bad. Second on the grid behind a WRX. Shuffle. I always love racing. You look how close those times are. 787, 787, 788. Second, third and fourth, we're separated by 1,000th. And even fifth and sixth at the same time. Bloody hell. What's that? Like, top 8 within 2 tenths? This could be interesting. And I'm at the front of it, nearly. Here we go. I love racing Shuffle. Shuffle, for those of you familiar with the AOR V8 Supercars races I used to do, and some of the LRL Legends League racing. Legends Racing League. LRL. And the V8 Supercars, AOR, and the Le Mans League we did. Shuffle was... He's a really fast player on Forza. And I'm surprised he doesn't compete in like Forza RC, to be honest, because he was hammering me. He was so much better than me on that game, on Forza. He was rapid. He could seriously do some damage on the esports, I reckon. Is that Glock? I always think that when I get to that corner. It was actually on. I don't know if you guys saw it on the official F1 YouTube channel. They replayed that 2008 race. You should buy an Abarth 595. Love the videos, by the way. Your commentary is the best I've ever heard. Many thanks, John. Well, interestingly, I actually had the 595. There's a couple of times when I've taken the car into to be serviced, and they hand out like a replacement car for like 2 days or whatever. Once I had like a nice Alfa Romeo, which was pretty good actually. I enjoyed that. But yeah, I had the 595 once. I actually really liked it. Like quite a small car, but really powerful. Makes a bit of a noise. It's not my kind of car, like the shape of it and everything. But I really did enjoy driving it. It's like really small, nippy, good in towns, good in cities, fast. Like space in the back wasn't great if you've got passengers, but it was a good fun car actually. But yeah, once I got this Alfa Romeo, it was automatic and it had like a something I'd never thought I'd say. It had an armrest in the middle, and I thought, automatic with an armrest, like who does that? But I loved it. Put your arm down, all you got to do, like steer with one hand and just like 2 feet. Don't have to use the clutch, or just 1 foot. You don't even need, you just need 1 foot. It was just so good. It was like the laziest driving experience ever. Wait, I've moved down to third. What the hell? Okay, they swapped me and Roswald for some reason. Okay. What Alpha was it? I think it was just a Giulia. Alpha Giulia. I asked for the 4C, but they said no. I like the 370Z. I love that car. I've always liked the 350, and I like the 370. It's a good car. Okay, so no Fords in the top 3 here. Interesting. Let's see how this goes. Oh, God, already. God. Oh no. 3 abreast. I'm backing out of that one. Stupid mistake. Rip. Okay, let's carry on though. You never know what might happen. I'm going to rage quit. A little bit sketchy on throttle actually. It's kind of catching me out. Come on Mustangs, pull me onto the back of the other 2. If the top 2 are sensible, they won't fight and they'll pull away as a duo. If they had any sense. Portuguese guy here with a punt. Will I better go for the move? The Mustang's really good in a line, so actually you can see already he's pulling away. I've got a gap on 6th. Top 2 are battling, that's good. Need them to slow each other down. Portuguese guy going for the lead. They're going for 3rd, sorry, not the lead. It's on deep though. Just, oh man. Just couldn't get the car under control there. Oh, look at that big group there, Jesus. Someone's going to send to the shadow run in a second. Thought I can get the underlap there, but didn't quite work. Portuguese guy's got quite an aggressive style. attacking and defending. Come on, mate, just go. Let's catch back up. They're catching up behind. That's not what I wanted. Just doesn't quite have the drive out of the turns, I don't think. It's fairly stable, but it just doesn't quite have the low end drive out of the turns. That's what I'm missing. Fairly even at the top. I think all of us are fairly spaced out. Roswell looks like he's comfortable. And up the hill, you can see I'm losing like 2 tenths there. The Mustang's just flying away. Nothing I can do other than choose a better car next time. I think Shuffle went for an attack and he's misjudged it. Or he's just braked too late. I need them to start fighting, otherwise I've got no chance. Quite a nervy little race this, because they are lurking there, these guys behind. That Portuguese guy is going to start heavily defending now, I think. That's his style. So I am going to start gaining. No, they're going side by side still. It's like the AI. Shuffle's got it back. Nice. Well played. Oh! See that? Oh man, heartbreaking. I was going to say, he had an aggressive style and quite erratic. And in the video, the 911s I made on Sunday, it was him who... he was on pole and then he just binned himself on lap 1 and he could have easily have won it. Right, okay. Could potentially launch an assault for 3rd, but we'll see. What I must say is I really like driving this track. It's a good challenge. Yeah, it's fast but very inconsistent. I'll go along with that analysis. You can tell that from a driver. Like, he was a bit aggressive and like swerving and stuff. I think, okay, keep doing that, you'll probably make a mistake. And he did. I've made that mistake plenty of times. So sometimes you've got to be a little bit more cautious, you know? We all know that Super GT is overly cautious. Well, I don't think I am actually, because that's why I'm making so many mistakes all the time. Okay, that's a tight group back there. think this is going to be a really tight race all week, especially like in this mid-pack area. Roswell dominated that. Going to be 4th. Started 3rd. Looks like that Volkswagen might be the car to choose. I've done this race twice and it's won both of them. Oh yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great to see the Bentley. There's still a lot of like GT cars that they could add. That'd be nice to see. Bentley's one of them. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good to see actually. No tyre wear, no. Not in this race. It's only like 5 laps, so there's no fuel, no tyres. Just race it as it is. 32.4. It's not too bad. It was a fast 31.7. Because I don't like that Volkswagen. I find it really hard to drive. It's really twitchy. I struggle with it. But I want to win a race. I'm going to try again, but in the car I know the most. I know I've already used it, but I'm going to try it again. I'm going to go with the Mustang. Let's get 30 Group 3 manufacturers and have a full 30 car grid, world final manufacturer race. Honestly, I'd love that. I love Group 3. Group 3 is the best class, I think, for me in this game. It'd be great just to have so many. And the good thing is about these groups is it doesn't have to always be a real GT car. You can sort of make a road car into a GT car, even if it doesn't exist for real. So you could have like a Peel P50 GT3, tune it up to the max. Lovely haircut. Did you do that yourself? Thanks. No, I don't cut my own hair. I have a lovely Polish lady to do it for me, who's actually really good. She's been doing it for a couple of years now. A couple of laps just to warm up in this car. This car, you can see it had way better top speed, way better speed down the straight compared to the Mercedes. Buy a used Continental GT. Problem solved, indeed. Yeah. That could be my next car. I've never been a fan actually of the real Bentley Continental. Maybe it'd be quite nice to drive or like be driven in. Never really been my kind of car, but thank you, John. Oh, Wolf from America for £3. Thank you very much, man. What do you think of Ricardo going to Renault? We had the Ricardo soundbite there as well. I think it's an interesting move. I think fair play for being brave and doing something different. I'd say, I think I spoke about this in the last stream. I think 80% chance it won't work out, 20% chance it will. That's the kind of percentage I'm going with. But I don't think it'll work. If it's going to work out for him, it won't be in the next 2 years. It'll be in 2021 when they change the rules. If it works out, it's going to be after that. But I think that's what he's hoping for. And I think he's thinking that Red Bull's too centred around Verstappen, so he's got no chance. Let's say Red Bull were to be competitive one day, like let's say next year. I think he's thinking that maybe he wouldn't have his chance against Verstappen because they may be favouring him or he just can't beat him. But it's an interesting move. Fair play to him for trying something. I don't think it will work, but you know what? I would like to see Renault competitive. I would love to see it work. If it did work and he won, I'll be more than happy for him. Personally, next year I can't wait to see Leclerc in Ferrari. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do, and I hope he doesn't. I hope he isn't too like nervous and like. I hope he doesn't think, oh, I'll just have a nice, easy first. No, I want you just to go for it, mate. Not that I'm not a fan of Vettel, but I would like to see him like be challenged really properly by his teammate, which hasn't happened in a while. Well, not since he's been at Ferrari, obviously. When he was at Red Bull, maybe Mark Webber challenged him, and so did Ricciardo in his last year and beat him. Sarkovic is back. Favourite weekly race and car combination. Well, the one that always sticks in my mind was the first week of daily races, when you had Group 3 at Saint Croix. I don't know if you guys remember that. St Croix configuration C, I think it was. The really long one, takes like 3.5 minutes to do a lap. That was one of the best like weeks, I think, because it was like a long track. It was a new track, Group 3, which I love. So yeah, I was probably going with that one. I think that was a really good combination. I really enjoyed that one. It was a really good challenge. I love that circuit, the St Croix circuit. It's kind of got a bit of everything. Are they going to put Catalonia in next weekly race? Probably. They have done that. I think with every other past update where they've added a track, they've put that track in the weekly races the week after. Yeah, it was a full GT fest, to be fair, but I kind of liked it. In a way, it doesn't matter too much because it becomes like all down to the driver in that way. It's not obviously very good to have different cars that can be competitive, and that's the ideal situation. But if everyone's using the same car, sometimes I don't mind it because it's like, well, we're all driving the same thing. It's all about the driver now. Mike Phoenix, good evening, man. Thanks for joining. Just thank you to all the viewers. Thank you to all of you for sticking around. It's really good just to have your guys' company while I'm bottling and generally being a bit crap. I do need to work on my Group 2, I think. I need to... It's really hard on controller, to be fair, but I do need to work on Group 2. Like, I need to get a bit better. Okay, here we go. Where are we on the grid? This was a good qualifying time, so it could be pole, could be 5th at worst, I think. 3rd. Okay, it's the same guys. Gone for the Mustang though this time. So obviously I just need to have a good start. Make sure I don't mess it up at the beginning. And I think Combat needs to get past Roswald quick because Roswald will just drive off again. Yeah, VW Power, I remember you were really quick around there. Really quick on that San Croix race. Is there actually any Spanish Super GT fans? I'd imagine so. I know I've gone on about this whole Spaniard thing, but that's... I've always feared this on the internet. If I make a generalisation, it's not really a generalisation because if I get hit off by a Spanish person, they are Spanish. But that doesn't mean to say I don't like the whole country, because obviously that's a stupid thing to say. But yeah, for a time I did have this big war against lots of Spanish people in this game, but that doesn't. I don't really have any countries that are worse than others at the moment. I wouldn't say. I think every country has its idiots. I'm sure there are some Spanish fans out there. Well, I hope there are anyway. Right, let's go. The stupid thing about this this warm-up is that like it takes about 20 seconds just to get out of the pit lane. Do I speak Spanish? No. No hablo español. Group B on asphalt, really fun. Thoughts? I've read your donation out early, but there was a race, the FIA race on Saturday was Group B at Red Bull Ring. It was interesting. It wasn't too bad actually. But yeah, here's the donation. Thank you, Mr. Sarkovic again. Group B on asphalt is was interesting. Sometimes it's good to have like not much grip. It really sort of it's a good test. Yeah, I would say the race wasn't too bad. It was good. It was a good laugh. It was a bit of a penalty fest, and Red Bull Ring is always like that. But Group B on asphalt is interesting. Let's put it that way. No hablo español. Sorry, I said it wrong. Yeah. I went to Mexico. I learnt some Spanish, and I remember all I learnt was mainly I don't speak Spanish in Spanish. Do I speak Tagalog? No, I only speak English. I'm a typical English person who only speaks one language. I've heard we've reached peak Gran Turismo. Does this mean we'll start running out? Yes, from here it's all downhill. Like next week will just be 3 Mini Coopers around Suzuka East, like race A, B and C. One will be 2 laps, one will be 3 laps, one will be 4 laps. It's all downhill from here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Come on, combat. Send it, mate. Go for the lunge. Otherwise, you've got no chance. Road is all over the place. Went a little too hot on the brakes. Well, look at this extreme anti-slipstreaming line from Roswald. Oh, shuffle. Jesus, okay. To be fair to him, that was a good move. I was a little bit too careful there. Right, just catch up, mate. Let's work as a team. Go. Roswell's gone defensive. He's feeling it. Side by side now. This is good. This is good. Shuffle's getting in on it. It's going to be interesting down the main straight. These extreme lines. I think Shuffle can go for the move here. He hasn't. Oh, I've just knocked him. Oh no. They're queuing up. Now I think Roswald, he's just got the gap he needs. He might be out of slipstream range there, I think. I'm surrounded. Ah! I just watched him make the mistake and I just did the same mistake. So stupid. Looks like a nice fight for second though. Look at all these Mustangs, man, they're queuing up. It's all gone wrong for combat. He's lost 2 positions and got a penalty. Shouldn't have tried that around the outside. Jesus, look at this fight. Someone's going to get killed in a minute. Someone is going to die. Oh man. What the hell? Massive knock-on effect there. And it ended up with me kind of, in a way, pushing that guy off, but I couldn't react in time to that. Oh no, it's a bit deep. Well, this race was interesting. Really, really weird race. Yeah, Roswald, that's all he did all he had to do, kind of just back up the pack as much as possible, and then as soon as second starts fighting third, he'll get out of slipstream range, and then he'll just drive off. He doesn't need to defend anymore. That's all you're looking for, really. When you're in the lead, get out of slipstream range, so you don't have to defend, don't have to make stupid lines to block the slipstream. Once you can do that, then you can just set into your normal rhythm. Looks like Roswell's really comfortable in that car. It might be the car to beat. The new OP wagon of Group 3, possibly, but it's quite hard to drive. Lap times have been awful. Like 33s and 34s. Kind of shows you what race this was, what kind of race this was. Aston Martin quite close, but he's not going to get past me. Shuffle must be pissed. Oh wait. Oh, that was him. I thought he was in second. Oh god, okay. Yeah, he will be annoyed. I want to look at that replay. That was a weird race. Couldn't quite gather what was going on there. My rating went down. Wait, I didn't even get a penalty, did I? You can still go down without a penalty, but... Oh, it was Shuffle that got messed up. I thought it was the Portuguese guy. Okay, let's have a look at the replay, because that was an interesting one. The analysis goes down now. The Super GT courtroom. Yeah, it turns out the VGT is, I mean, it is overpowered, maybe. Or it is. I remember Kai using it around Bar first and it was just flying. It's good in the line and it's really good handling, but it is a bit sketchy handling. It's hard on the controller, I think. When I used it anyway. Oh, here he is, Shuffle's in Shuffle Jordan. He's in the chat. He got absolutely binned. Let's have a look. I thought it was the Portuguese guy, but turns out not. Yes. What mistake did I make to let in? Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, let's have a look. Here's the straight for the first time. I'm tucked in the slipstream. He's tucked into my slipstream. I braked just after the 100 board, I think, which is where you should if you're getting slipstream. Just after, and it was too early. I think he was going to go into the back of me and he just had to evade and it turned out to be an amazing move. Fair play. Then what happens? This is where Roswald is like, you really have to go defensive. With the Mustangs lurking. So train of 4 Mustangs. Hit twice at the final corner, we'll have a look at it. I think one of them might... Like, I was there and I hit one guy who hit... But it's one of those weird knock-on effects where, like, car in the middle... You know when you have, like, 5 balls on a string and you hit one on the end and then it goes through and transfers to the other one on the other end and then there's like a pendulum swinging effect. It was like that kind of thing. Roswell got away there, so he didn't have to defend. Shuffle coming through for the move. Combat went defensive. Around the outside, is it going to work? This is where I hit Shuffle, unfortunately, and it kind of dropped him back. Had to let him go. Then I was under pressure from Edu. He didn't go for it there, no. Oh, he's gone for it. What did I do? Oh, this is where I span, yeah. On Shuffle began to spin and I just followed him. I did the same thing and I didn't correct it. Really stupid. Really, really stupid. And then this is where it got a bit pinched up here. Combat again on the back foot. Roswald's gone by this point. Yeah, I think he's just hit the back of it there. Killed his momentum. Outside, Edu up the inside. Oh, let's have a look at that. That was interesting. A combination of best track and best car for you. I think Group 3 in Nürburgring. Oh, he's swerving all over the place. This guy's really aggressive. But, I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I'd say Group 3 Nürburgring. Nürburgring, I tend to go well around there. Group 3 is my favourite class. That's where I get a lot of... I think if you look at my stats on Curious Prime's got the most win. I've got the most wins at that track, that combination. But thank you again, Mr. Starkovich, once again then. Let's have a quick look, because I want to do this race again. Edu drew up the inside, it wasn't very good. This was a really good racing between the two of them. You see they're going side by side for like 5 corners. Shuffle gets ahead. This is where it all happened, I think. Was it this? Yeah, it was this lap. Let's really have a look at what happened. Maybe I need to look at it from my view. It's been hit in the rear end by the Subaru. Shovel's gone deep. Then Johnny Bravo's gone into the back of the Subaru, slowed down really quickly. So I've like, oh god, I'm having to brake on the apex, which I can't react in time. I smash him, and then he goes off. Oh no, wait, yeah, I helped him if anything, the Johnny Bravo guy. Let's have a look. Bang, there, that's it. And then, there, that's the second one. Yeah, really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. How does your ding dong feel in your pants right now after 3 hours straight of GT Sport? He's still up. Wait, what? Let's do one more. I like this race. I'm going again with the Mustang because I don't want to drive another car because I haven't driven, I haven't practiced. And we know how that goes. It has to be a car I know. That's unfortunate. You never know if it's intentional or not, but I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt, but when there's a group of 5 people, it's just bound to happen when you're that close to each other. Like, I mean, I hit shuffle as well. Why don't you become a bottle job coach? I think probably because it's an undesirable thing. People don't want to be coached in bottling. Did they update the camera in GT? It looks a lot less stiff. Not that I know of. Come on, we've got to beat this guy in the VW. Yeah, we can't. He's beatable. He's definitely beatable, but you have to kind of work as a team. So I think let's say he's in the lead. As soon as second and third start fighting, then he gets away, and you have to stick in the slipstream range. You have to, otherwise you lose. Sometimes, like if I'm in third, I don't want to fight second. I'm just like, just go, mate. Let's catch up together. I always think that, I'd rather let them catch up, and I'll just be lazy behind, stick in the slipstream. Like, you do the work, and I'll just follow you. We the jury find Johnny Bravo not guilty, Your Honour. Yeah, it's just racing incident, borderline bit of incompetence, but not really anyone's fault kind of thing. Chris Pattle, glad I caught you live. Big fan of your channel. Many thanks, man. I think there's a lot of first timers here losing their virginity. Can you coach me in Forza? Step 1, get sent to the Shadow Realm. That's normally what happens. Quick tutorial for Forza. Learn your braking zones. Learn assists off. Like, memorise your braking zones. If you're braking too late, brake early, and memorise something on the side of the track, a brake marker, a shadow, a marker on the wall, so you can get consistent on the brakes. Watch the top guys' replays and try to race against their ghosts, and that you'll improve that way as well. We go again. Okay, he swapped cars. V12 Vantage this time. The Portuguese guy's not here. But the combat guy's still in the WRX. I think the V12 Vantage is good in the line, so might be a good challenge up against the Mustang. On what track would you add night racing? Well, that's a good question. Ooh, I'm just trying to think. mean, it'd be quite cool around here, to be honest. I don't know. Whenever someone asks a question about all the tracks, I always forget all the tracks. Aston Martin is good in the top end, I think. Aston Martin is kind of like I think it's similar to the Mustang. Like solid, reliable downforce through the turns, fairly stable, good top end. I haven't driven it in a while though. We'll soon find out. We will soon find out. La Sarthe, yeah. I mean, that makes sense at night. I mean, it's almost criminal that you don't have it at night, to be honest. Do you use a regular controller or a wheel? Here's my regular controller. That's all I use. I'm such a basic bitch. Oh, Big Willow. Any of the Willow Spring circuits at night. That is just recipe for death. St. Croix. Yeah, at night. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like going over that bridge with the floodlights, that'd be quite nice. Do you ever give the rally tracks a run? They don't come up in daily races. Normally, no. If I do an open lobby, then sometimes. They're good fun, actually. They're really good fun, the rally races. Have I ever shot a gun? I've shot like an air rifle. But it's not really it is a gun, but it's not really like... It's not bullets that... I mean, I suppose they could kill you, but... I shot an air rifle. You answer the question based on whether you think that's a gun or not. I mean, it is a gun, but it's not like a proper gun. Right, combat, just send it, mate. Just go full send. Too many mistakes. Come on. Not enough of that. It's that Glock! Don't think I'm in slipstream range. Roswell with some extreme lines. Combat's wide. Okay, we go again. Try and sort this lap out. Come on, combat, just send it, mate. Do it. Roswell knows how to defend. Look at that, that's extreme defending. He's got... Oh, contact. Oh god, the car just horribly understeered and I've got a penalty. Sake. I didn't know where he was going to go and I kind of swerved to avoid him, but God's sake. Oh man, come on Shuffle, do it for me, man. Go and win. If Shuffle wins or not, then I win. There's just a weird moment there because that guy started spinning. And I thought I have to avoid right, and then he kind of corrected himself really quickly, and I was, oh god, I didn't need to go that wide. Coming around the outside. Roswell going full defensive. I can still get back into this fight. For God's sake, stop going for stupid moves. For God's sake, man. He had like 1% of his car alongside. He was never going to get that move done. That's a rip. It's a rip. Oh man. RIP in pieces, I suppose. Come on, Shuffle. I'm rooting for you, man. Get that win. Mr. Starkovich has joined the Shadow Realm. Thank you for becoming a member, man. Really appreciate that. And of course for all the donations you've given me today. They have not gone unnoticed. Hope it's not too dark and damp in the Shadow Realm. Still get 10th here because 10th has got a massive penalty, so I only need to overtake these two here. Only. Get one of them on the main straight. Oh no, he's got 8, it's 0.5 or was 8.5. Give me the slipstream, that's it. Oh, no. Don't do that, mate. He got completely flustered there. Just killed him. Poor guy. I can still beat this guy. If I can get right on his tail coming out of that last turn, get some slipstream. And he's got to serve that penalty. Come back here, Beetle. Beetle doesn't look too bad around here. There's better around like the Kyoto kind of track. Roswell's going to win. Fair play to him. Chose something different and he's still done it. Okay, that should be enough for 10th. Not great, but... Oh man, I boosted him. Still going to beat him, mate. Yeah, what a race that was, eh? We can analyse that one. Oh, Shuffle got into... Oh, no, wait. Okay. Combat won it. It wasn't Roswald. We're going to have to analyse that one. Ryan Sandel, are you Roswald? Please confirm. Oh, man. We can analyse a couple of incidents there, I think. Everyone getting like a red Spark 360. Super TT bottled it. Did I? Or was I getting pushed around? I can't even remember what mistake. I remember I got pushed wide once. I can't remember what else happened. Wait, yeah. Oh, the penalty. Yeah, that was. It's like I was trying to avoid the incident of the guy going spinning. Like he was dead center of the circuit. I had to go round him. But then he recovered it, and then I was like, oh, I'm wide now. Let's have a look. Anyway, it was an interesting race. So much happened there. You can see that normally I'm doing like 7 minutes 48, 7 minutes 48, 7:48, 8 minutes. I was 12 seconds slower overall in that race. That's how much stuff happened. Okay, let's have a look. Lap one's fine. Okay, this is where it happens. So he started spinning, and I was like, "Oh God, I have to go around him." And then I didn't need to. And I ended up overtaking him off the track. Oh. Because they pushed each other into the wall, and he slowed right down there, and I thought, oh God. I didn't want to go left because I thought, I started seeing him go spinning left, and I thought, oh God, I'm going to have to go right. And obviously I thought he was going to spin completely, but he didn't. That's what I took more evasive action than I had to. So annoying really, but Diamond Marina, sorry man, I'm Roswald. My pen was just got too big when I was finishing the race, and it got in my way. If only it wasn't the size of a horse. That was a really weird message, but thank you, Diamond Marina. Tidgeney Racing is Roswald. We're all Roswald. It's like Spartacus. I am Spartacus. So yeah, that was a bit annoying. Then I went wide, annoyingly. Shuffle goes through, down to 4th, under pressure. Then I got hit wide. Let's have a look. So Sparks 360 was telling me I bottled it, but I think it looks like he kind of forced his way through here. Something inside. It's just untidy from both of them, really. Kind of on the receiving end of it, unfortunately. So yeah, because I bottled it, but could say also I got pushed wide. It's a good move back up the inside. And then around the outside. I mean, this is the thing, like at what point can you turn in across another car? Because here, wait, like I am ahead. You see where the front of his car is, and it's like what, that much of his car is level with the back of my car, I think I have a right to turn in because he's just really not committed to anything. Sorry, I'm Scottish. Wait, I thought you speak English. But we're all Roswald, really. Thank you, Roswald, again. So, I mean, I've turned in, we've made contact, but it's like, at what point can the car on the outside turn in? I think I had every right to turn in there. Because it's annoying when the car behind kind of just puts their car like 1% alongside, and then everyone expects that the car on the outside just has to give way to that, which I don't agree with. If I'm behind, I won't. You know, you just shouldn't put your car into that situation. This is where the second one happened. I blocked him and he went for it. I think actually that wasn't a good move from him. He was actually fully behind in the braking zone. So at this point here, I'm completely ahead. And then I brake, and then he brakes and goes into me. So someone in the chat said the door's open, but it's not a clean move. It's like the door's always going to be open on the inside. You can always just send it up the inside and say, "Oh, well, the door is open," but the contact was made, and he only got through because of contact. And it's a difficult corner to outbrake someone. Well, I went right down then. Where did I go? Yeah, I went down to 14. But I don't know. I don't think that's great racing from him. I really don't. I think he's just. I think the door being open isn't an excuse, because you could just use that to validate any silly move from behind. Because the door's always going to be open if I take the normal racing line. Someone could send it from 100 metres away. Go, oh, well, the door was open. But yeah, I've seen. Let's watch in real time. So I've hit my normal braking point. If it was the other way around, I would have just followed him through the corner, like as normal. I wouldn't have gone for it there. It was just a bit erratic and rushed, I think. But who cares? It was just a race on an online game. Oh yeah, what was we going to look at the finish now. So Roswald, let's look at this slipstream. Because the Aston Martin seems like a good car. The Mustang's definitely quicker than the Subaru. Combat was really kind of defensive as well. Roswald was defending for his life. That means all of you in the chat, because you're all Roswald. We're all Roswald. There's a bit of Roswald in all of us, really. Through Centre S, oh, sketchy. Is this where Shuffle might get through? No, they're both going to pull left. Shuffle goes right. The gap's huge at this point. On the brakes, on the 100 boards. It's good defensive work, really. Trying to get the undercut on the way out. Not enough. Roswald almost lost it there. You almost lost it there, mate. In my opinion, you need to be halfway alongside to be given room. Yeah, I agree. Because too many people just put like the front bumper alongside the rear bumper and expect the car in front just to give them way. But I turn across those people. I always turn them across and like, don't just put your nose there. I'm going to turn across you. I don't care if we crash. This is a close race. Like Roswald, I suppose if he could break the toe, then he'll get away, but just couldn't. I suppose the Aston's maybe at least half a second slower than the Volkswagen. Seems like a solid all-rounder, but right, this is it, coming up to the last lap. I think it stays static, but let's watch it anyway. I think the positions stay the same, but it'd be interesting to see exactly how it played out. So similar story, they both go left, Shuffle goes right. Well, Roswell actually pulls back over, leaves the door open. You can see there, the door's open, send out the inside, but... Oh, it just pinches in there. I think Shuffle had to do that, he had to back out, otherwise he was just going to push him wide. It's a good decision. So into the infield. So at this point here I was looking at the top left of the screen and it said Roswell's in the lead. I was like, okay. And by the time they're going through the last corner, he was still in the lead. Or has he got a penalty at this point? Is that all it was? He's in the lead, but I know he had a big penalty, that was all it was. But Shuffle got into second somehow, so we've got to see how that happens. I can't see how that happens. Unless he just slipstreams past him before the line. Or did he? Or did Shuffle? No, Shuffle got second. And Roswell got... Oh, that's what it was. Not, the position didn't change, it was just a penalty. It was close though. What did he get the penalty for? Roswald? It'd be nice if you could actually see the penalty. It's like the penalty is too obvious in the game when you're racing, but then you can't see it when you actually need. In the replay, you can't see it. Yeah, it looks like you could have got past there, Shuffle, but it's really hard at that turn one because it's a weird corner. To be fair to Roswell, like, he defended well, even though he had a penalty. Let's say he didn't get the penalty, he would have won it. But 10-minute analysis for nothing. No, it was good to watch, I suppose. Catalonia have a whole lot of bumping. It'll be interesting into that final chicane. That's where it's all going to really pinch up, I think. It was that collision early in the race. Oh, that, yeah, of course. Wait, I want to watch it. Sorry, I'm going to go back. I forgot about that. How could I forget? Because that's what messed me up. Because that's sometimes maybe a weakness of the penalty system. Sometimes if someone is spinning right in your path and you have to go off the track, you might get a penalty for it. But I had to go there. In that case, I didn't have to, but I thought I did at that split second. But, oh well. Right here. It looked more like... I'd say they met in the middle. Roswell did turn across, but then he's turning into the corner. So Roswell begins to turn. And I would say like the Subaru isn't really making enough effort yet to turn in. He has run him narrow. And like by the time they make contact there, I don't think the Subaru was turning in enough, but also at the same time Roswell was turning in a lot, but it's weird how the penalty system works. I mean that second bit of contact there wasn't really intentional. I think Roswell really wanted to push him into the wall. It's just when a car gets caught, it kind of pushes across like that. It's just an awkward thing that happens. So that it just happens there, and and that's where I mess up. Oh well, it's an interesting race. You can really go into depth with these little things that happen. Yeah, I think he did turn in a little bit too much. It's more Roswell's fault than the Subaru, but the Subaru should have turned in a little bit more. But But yeah, I think that's going to be it. I've been streaming nearly 4 hours now. I think that's enough. It was an interesting stream actually. I quite enjoyed it. Other than all the bottling in the Group 2 race. Yeah, it's a hard one to call. It was a hard incident to call, I think. I think, yeah, Roswell did turn in a little bit too much, too early. Definitely should have given more room, made it easier, because he would have had the inside up the hill anyway. Let him go to the left, because you'll have the inside for the right-hander up the top of the hill. Like, he didn't really need to squeeze him there. But that's the way it is. Kikizilla, first Super TT stream. Unfortunately, I'm about to end it. But at least you tuned in for a minute or so. But yeah, well, that was a good one. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for the donations. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for just being active. If you did enjoy, hit the like button. And probably see me tomorrow because I'll probably be streaming the Catalonia update, which is in like 4 hours now. When are we going to have a Catalonia endurance race? I reckon next week. I won't be able to do it this weekend because I'm going away for like the whole weekend. But maybe next week, but maybe on a weekday. But it's only I only plan to do like 100 laps, which is like what 3 hours only. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. It was a good one. I enjoyed it, especially the Group 3 races there. Interesting stuff going on. Tune in tomorrow. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, if you enjoyed. Thank you all for tuning in, especially the first time viewers if you haven't managed to get to a stream before. I know there's a lot of you who can't always watch the streams. I think in the US, it obviously depends where you are in the US, but the time might be awkward, and especially if you go further east of the UK. But yeah, Shuffle, good to race you again. Always a pleasure. We've been racing each other for a very long time now. I think it's like 6 years since we first started racing each other. But yeah, good stuff. I'm not going to be at Club 100 this weekend, no. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much as always. I shall see you next time. Much love. Goodbye.